Start.
Get comfy. Just tell me when it's like on.
We are live.
We are right now? Oh, I see the thing accessing it. So then it's up, yeah?
Yeah, we're live.
Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween. And I've heard this pronounced all differently. I have been pronouncing it as I see it, Samhain. But I hear other people saying Salmon or just, so I'll just say Samhain, how I normally do it. But I want to thank everybody that has participated in the past in these. We have so much fun. And it's funny, I started off, I was going to do Bodicea. So this is kind of a Bodicea look, but I didn't have time to do like the more ancient Celtic outfit. So I just whacked on some other things. So it's kind of Mad Hatter as well as the Red Queen and Bodicea. But it was like Bodicea from the neck up going bonkers and kind of the Red Queen down. But I hope you guys are having a good day. And comment down below if you guys are having trick-or-treaters, if you're going to any kind of parties, if you're doing anything. But thank you so much for coming and spending time with me. I know I don't get to do these that often, and it's really special to be able to connect with you guys in this way. And all your love and support over on the new channel as well, the Sparkrist inspiration. It's so hard for me to remember that sometimes. After years of saying Indigo Tarot Odyssey, it's really hard to say that. But your support coming over to that new channel where I do the daily posts and everything. So what I need to do, because the screen is so small, I need to hold up my magnifying glass and see if I can see.
You can't see it on your phone?
I don't have my phone.
Oh.
It's in the back. So Ian can tell me who's here, and we can just start saying hello, and then we can tuck right in after Ian kind of runs.
Kyle Jackson, Empress and the Emperor, Aurora Horon.
Hello, Aurora. How are you?
Tiffany Stone, Jam Z, Tiger Tarot.
Oh my God, Tigre Tarot. Hey, if you guys don't know of Tigre Tarot, I would love for you to go see him. He is such a lovely Southern gentleman, and his readings are so infused with natural, authentic, great vibrations, very happy, loving. They come from just like a place of excitement and love. So everybody say hello to him. He's absolutely wonderful. I love him and love him.
Katie Megorian, hello from Wales. Haley Rose, hi Melanie.
Hi, Haley. How are you?
Elizabeth G, hello. Kyle Jackson. It's
Oh, hi,
cute.
Kyle.
K7K, greetings. Jessica Valdez.
Hey, Jessica.
Hello from Florida. Nana Ravez, hi. Evil E, hello. Beautiful Melanie. Petite
Hello, Nana. Hi.
Eagle 25,
Wish I
hi
could
Melanie. Lily Ash, Kimberly K, The Night Fury, Petite
can see the magnifying glass.
Aurora Horon, Susan Kuhn,
Oh, hello,
The Night
hello.
Fury, Justin Hendon.
Hi, Night Fury, and thank you so much for all your comments continually on the new and the older channel. And, you know, everybody, I read every single comment, so I think it's really important you guys know that, so nothing is just a wasted effort. I can speed read through all of them. It's the time I want to take to answer back to you guys, because that's just as important. You guys are taking the time and effort to support and also share how you're feeling and what's going on with you. So I like to, you know, have authentic time squared away for that. I just was able to start over on the smaller channel doing all of that. But all of you guys, thank you too for ordering your full moon Halloween reads. I have everything all in order, so they're not only being taped but sent out to you today. I actually started some of them. The full moon is already activated last night. I have to tell you what, I was sitting at midnight. I didn't realize it was so late, and I'm sitting at my table. All of a sudden, I talk about like the veil being absolutely thin. Like I was not spooked, but I was pulled in all these weird directions, and I was hearing things and seeing things, and it was like really, really almost like light hallucinations or something, where I was getting like, you need to unplug, and I had everything there. I had my salts, and I had all my dark crystals and my bloodstones and everything around. And it's important over these 2-day processes, because let me just really, really fill you in on what happens and is happening tonight for us. It's really wonderful when we have a secondary blue moon, meaning the same month has 2 full moons. It's such an optimal time to release anything. And I feel like the number one thing I want to release is any kind of fear of the future. Because oftentimes I'm a planner, I'm a mother, I have concerns about the welfare of my children, my family, everything. So once I get on that kind of mindset of worrying and having concerns for my family, it's very hard for me to back it up and say, hey, as soon as you wake up, it should all start with gratitude. What do we have gratitude for? What are we happy? What are we looking forward to? What do we want to create? What do we want to tap into? And I wrote down a couple of things that I thought was important, and we're going to get right into the reads after this. Rewarding experiences. What are they for you? What is the right path for your balance? Because balance is huge for me, to not take on too much, to not try to do everything, exhaust myself. Again, we can't feed others from an empty plate, right? Self-care, awareness, high vibe. I call it high vibe looping, and how we do that is we tune into what we love, appreciate, and care for, and then we're in that loop. It comes back, those ideas, all of that, things that are meaningful, what we love, appreciate, what is good, true, and beautiful. So what I want to do for you guys is jump right in, but I'm going to turn this over to Ian so he can explain what's going on, how we kind of run things, because he reads the questions to me so I can concentrate on the cards and answering for you. So I'm going to turn over to you, Ian, and you can have a quick explanation for what's going on, and I will look down and see who's here. Go ahead, Ian.
Well, everybody's welcome to ask a question, and Melanie will get to them as well as she could. We do prioritize Super Chat questions, which Super Chat is on. So, dollar donations do get you up the list and get you reading. But she'll try and get to anybody and everybody, and anybody we don't get to, she will do in text the next day or two. So feel free to write your questions and with or without Super Chat.
Absolutely. Let me reiterate that. For you coming and joining us all together, you have taken the time to be here, so I want to answer your questions. So when this goes up on the feed of YouTube, just in your comment down below, be like, Mel, I was on your live feed, and I can see all the things because I read everything after, and then I can answer your questions over there. Usually right tomorrow morning, I start to get back to those. So same thing, if there's a lot of Super Chats and you get cut off at the end, although your reading may not be live, it will definitely be answered. But I do need some of you guys to comment down below. I was on Super Chat, I was on your live stream, whatever. Here is my question, so I can answer and provide those for you guys. So I'm so happy you're all here. This is so exciting. So we're going to begin right away because this thing gets flowing, and let's get in this flow of abundance. Let's create good energy. Let's look forward to all the beautiful days ahead, and feeling like we are never alone. We're always connected. We have this beautiful vibe and tribe all over YouTube, and other people that are slowly climbing in their spiritual journey, and realizing that it's all about that. It's all from our heart space. It's all how we can share, care, and be generous with one another. It's no isolation. It's all inclusive, right? Okay, so we are going to start. And go ahead, Ian.
I guess, let's see, a Petite Gal 25 would love an FM message.
Okay. How are you? And thank you for joining. All right, we're going to do one thing at a time. I'm going to pull two cards. I'm going to have one regular tarot. We have the hummingbird, which is the Four of Wands, and I'm going to hold it up for you. I love this because this is definitely about blessings. This is blessings coming in. Definitely, I'm feeling that. So one of the messages are pay attention to the little signs and the little synchronicities that are going to be coming your way. All of a sudden, I'm seeing a lot of fours. Again, having this for 11s, birds, winged creatures, things of that nature, that they are continually trying to connect with you. And ethereally, we're able to do that when we're tuned into it and we're paying attention, right? Yeah, look at this. See, trust. Trust in the natural rhythm of things and the timing of things. And don't push or have lack mentality if you're not getting exactly what you think you need, because a lot of people think they have to have these vivid dreams where somebody's laying out the law and talking directly to them and saying, this is how it is. It is sometimes the minutia. It's the little things. So paying attention. And the way you're going to be able to do that, I'm definitely hearing, is present moment awareness as well as listening. So slowing everything down and looking for the clues and looking for what's out there, because the universe, our divine masculine, feminine, everybody is always trying to connect with us and bring us into that higher vibration. And we're able to do that by slowing it down and paying attention. So for sure. So beautiful, beautiful energy. I love that for you. Yeah, that present moment awareness is huge.
Okay, we have our first Super Chat donations. Thank you very much, Tiffany and Victoria. And here's Tiffany's question. Any message on love or career?
Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us. So let's see what's going on. We got Tortoise. Oh, home is where the heart is. So also that's a good place for you. And faith. I love both of these. So, this is basically saying have faith in your abilities and have faith in your capabilities, because everything really is a mindset. And I'm hearing for you that when your inner dialogue starts, just immediately tap into that positive loop. Like I was talking about earlier, positive looping. Avoid judging yourself. Monitor what might trigger you to think you are less than or incapable, and then release that, because we all have the lower vibration ego that wants to compete, especially in workplaces and other things, thinking, do we live up to this expectation? Are we, do we have what it takes? But guess what? We are what we think we are. And I have jettisoned in certain areas of my different employment by just saying, of course I can do this, and making decisions and really having them come across beautifully, because who is going to tell us we can do it if not ourselves? So remember that dialogue, and to just have faith in yourself and how things are going to turn out, and positively reinforce your vision of what's taking place, because that helps too. We don't necessarily like to go into uncharted water. So if we envision it, it's like we're visiting it previously. And Dr. Joe Dispenza is always talking about that. We create a reality by already existing in a little bit in our head and knowing, hey, we are capable. We do have what it takes. And that's going to help you push forward with ease for sure. So yeah, I definitely feel your mental state is what's going to do it for you. You saying, yeah, this isn't such a big deal. This isn't so difficult. I can do this. I can handle it. So lovely. I love that for you. Okay.
Victoria Rose has a donation, but I don't see a question yet.
It's Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. Wait, quick sidebar note. If you YouTubers out there, she is a very dear friend of mine, and she has two YouTube channels, Dear Nikki, and I'll have her just, Cheryl, if you can write it down on this loop so people can see and come visit you. Beautiful, beautiful person that takes care of others with domestic abuse issues and things of that nature. Really, really inspiring, beautiful stories. So yeah, you guys go check her out. She's amazing.
That's Empress and the Emperor?
No, that's autism. That's Victoria Rose. That's
Victoria
her pen
Rose.
name
Okay.
for her book. She's an author as well.
This is another donation from Empress and the Emperor. Hi, Mel. I love your Empress energy. I feel something major on the horizon. I'm wondering if Spirit will give me a clue what it may be. Thank you.
Ooh, let's find out. How are you? Oh, yeah. Ooh, look what we got. So these are just some indicators to start you off. Resilience and self-love. Now, what that says to me right away is we emanate a certain energy about ourselves, and we teach others how to treat us, right? So if we respect ourselves, we love and care for ourselves, we set boundaries, and we have resilience and bounce back. It's teaching other people, hey, this is how this person deserves to be approached, respectfully, calmly. And Spirit does have this plan. I'm going to pull right from the center of the deck. And you have, oh, wow. You have Temperance, which I love.
Now,
And
if you want that to be in focus, it's got to be in the front.
Like that?
In the middle.
like that?
Right in the middle. That's it.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
I see. I'm holding it up to the monitor. Okay. So Temperance teaches us, if we are calm, cool, and collected, and we are not in the past, we're not worried about what happened, what we said, what we did, ego mind. We're pulling ourselves, boom, we are right here, dead center, and how we're living our life. So nothing is wrong with the present moment, because we're not judging it, we're not gauging it, we're not regretting it, because it is now. And that's a super, super important way to exist right now in the here and now. Present moment, listening, active listening, all of that. And that's where you're going to get everything you require to push through, because I feel this beautiful flow of abundance is coming, and these glimpses and visions and a calmer, more loving, patient self is coming up for you with this Temperance. This is saying you don't need immediate gratification, which the ego always wants. You're just going to be in this flow. And again, by avoiding judging who you are, you think you have to be, by negating, your true feelings and the direction you want to go. It's an empowered center space that you're going to be in with this Temperance, just meaning, wow, I feel strong because I'm not paying attention to things. Anything negative that anybody says, all psychologists and experts know that it is a projection of how they feel about themselves. Fat shamers are people that don't feel good about their bodies. Same thing with any issue that comes through, racism or any of that, homophobia. They are not comfortable with who they are, so they project this stuff. But by doing that, You're going to acknowledge what is meaningful to you as opposed to what is meaningless and let that go. That's temperance. Is this matters. I'm going to give it focus, intention, and follow through and go through it. And don't doubt yourself, because you do have all these remarkable things coming in, and you're going to have visions, ideas, and dreams of them, and it's going to solidify your aptitude towards success in that direction. So beautiful. I love that for you. Yeah, it's like I can, I will, and I did scenarios everywhere. So I'm loving that energy for you. Yeah. Uber successful trail that you're carving out for yourself, because you know nobody else does it but us, right? Beautiful. I love that for you. Now I know where to look in the camera. Adoits.
This is Victoria Rose's question. Where is my twin flame? Ready for love. Love you, Melanie.
Oh, hello, Cheryl. How are you? What a
Victoria Rose.
I know, it's Cheryl.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. Ooh. All right. So we need 2 of these, and then we're going to pull a thing. So we have action and discernment. So they are making their way towards you. They are actually actively seeking you out and connecting with your vibration. Because someone like you, who's very high vibrational and helping and supporting and loving and clear thinking, and I feel like oftentimes you have this beautiful reset perspective where you're able to go, okay, I had a bad day, a tough day with Nikki or whatever happened, boom, bounce back. These high vibrational ethereal ties are pulling them in. And you do have a lot of manifestation capabilities. In prior readings for you, I've noticed that you really have this beautiful, unique focus. And it's almost like you clear all the clutter, the fog, the dust, and you make this kind of serene outlay for things to arrive to you. And that's what happens when we have that. When we create, I feel like luck comes from confidence, from stability of a good mindset, from groundedness, clarity, willingness to listen to other people, look back and fix things, and, inner wisdom. And you definitely have that. And it's applicable in so many areas of your life. And, their message is, I am working through it, like whatever that's in their kind of like shadow, their shadow self. They are working through the last kind of minutia of that. And because I feel like in prior times there were control and maybe jealousy issues. And when our divine others want to come to us in their purest form, they have to address that and release it. And saying, they are right on the verge and so soon in their coming. I'm going to just pull one of these really, really quick. Oh, yo. Nautilus, Ace of Cups, there you go. The newness, the fresh perspective, the knowing. I love the Nautilus too, because it's so cyclical, that good energy that just refuels them and all of them, because they want to bring to the table and the relationship purity of heart, complete present moment joy and awareness, and have that, and have it fuel everything, and have there not be any trust issues, just be pure joy, just have this timeless fulfillment and love, and just have it be kind of like it's every day that you wake up and you cherish and you love somebody, because you're so deserving of that, and because our twin flames are part of our unique soul grid. The compatibility and similarities are there. Nobody wants to be the over giver or the overtaker. It's going to be one of the smooth, aligned, abundant times, and they are connected to that energy, and also that they feel you definitely. I love that, and you're so deserving of that good energy, because you are absolute giver, and it's your time. I feel like they're an adventure. There's something about them. I just see, Cheryl is very fit and she loves the gym and working out and doing all this. And I see you guys actually at that kick bag thing that you do. I'm such an athlete, that kickboxing bag, and doing that and laughing and having a good time together, because fitness meant mind, body, spirit all together, right? And that they can't wait to spend time doing those things with you. I love that. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Cheryl, for coming and spending time with us. I'm so excited.
We have a super chat question from, I'm going to go with Nanina Rave 2005. Should I go through with a possible move / relocation? Any new loves coming in?
Okay. Should we go through? Ooh, the world. I love that. You know what? I have been hearing this over and over for a lot of people, and I take this as an emphatic yes, and here's why. Because any move brings in kind of like that dry erase board wipe off. We recreate and reinvent ourselves how and where it's necessary, right? We have this clean, fresh energy, and we kind of start as we mean to go on. And I love fresh slates. I love relocating. I love reactivating things. And I feel like because it gives us like kind of an issuance of be whoever you want to be, and you don't have doubters or influencers or people that are in your, in your kind of sphere or realm back home. People that might try to derail something intentionally or unintentionally, because what happens is some people, they love for us to do well, but once we start to really exceed our and their expectations, it can be a challenge for some people if they're not well situated spiritually. So when you're just off in this new place, you really thrive. Think of yourself on vacation, how you feel like you're a different person at times, right? That I feel will be very, very helpful. And let's see what's going on in your area of love. I want to have, I'm going to move some of the ones that I've used prior. Okay, so 10 of Wands. This is a reminder not to carry so much of the weight. And this is really, really clear, saying let them be in the beautiful courtship mode when they come to you, because I do feel like something's coming in. But again, you don't have to sell yourself like a piece of real estate or talk about all your strong attributes. It is their chance for, to court you and to prove to you why they are worthy of you and your attention. You're in the kind of like empress seat. You're the person that, requires kind of proof in the pudding, like what do you bring to the table, because you are going to be in this beautiful receptive energy where I feel like you're very, it's like this magnetism and this charm is effusive. And sometimes that it's one click of the dial that gets us there, right? Where we have this one kind of fun win or one kind of fun event that lets us know, you know what, I am a valuable person. I am wonderful. And we get in that grounded, calm energy. People see that and they feel that, right? Energy is everything. You see it as soon as somebody comes in the room and they feel it. And I feel like you're going to be in a really beautiful, stable place and be receptive to that energy and be able to discern, oh, that is the person, that will be helpful and just a great kind of life adventure with me that brings in, your strong suits, that thing. But I see this meshing of just compatibility where you're laughing and having a good time, because that's what it's all about, right? Enjoying each other's company, not having it be critical and not having it be work. I see ease and effort coming in with this, because it's almost like you're learning a new way to be in a relationship, in your next relationship, where you're like, I don't have to carry the burden. I'm not the one that always have to be the communicator and they're quiet. Like there's going to be equal give and take. And because you're ready for that and you're receiving that and you're asking for that, you're going to get what you want in this beautiful, Nate, this person that really loves and respects you. And I also see, whenever I see the 4 pillars, I always think of the honesty, integrity, authenticity, and love, where they're not cheaters, they're not players or any of that. It's all about you and the relationship and commitment, which I really love. That's really nice. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on live as well. I really appreciate it.
We had a donation from Velvet Cat. I'm new to your channel and love your vibe. Oh my God, that crown. But no question. If there's a question, feel free to write it. And then from Justine Hendren.
Thank you.
What are you seeing with me?
Okay, let's see. And a good time for this too. This is very nice. And thank you, Velvet Cat. What a cool name. And thank you for, coming over to my channel. I love doing live so much and connecting and meeting people. But again, because we want to have it be nice and have the sound nice, it really requires Ian's help. And sometimes it's a little hard. So what I see coming for you, his name is Justin, correct?
Justine Hendren.
Yeah. Oh, Justine. Oh, hi, Justine. How are you? So we see abundance and release, which I love. This is optimal for tonight. And in case you guys don't know too, this is the moon for utter release, releasing things that we feel are blocking our abundance, blocking our calmness, blocking our life satisfaction. So whatever you need to release, I'm definitely hearing this, and this helps. I write a list. It is really impactful. Our words have energy, and our words have zhuzh and gusto. So saying aloud too, I want to release, it can be anything. Fear or lack mentality of maybe money, worry or concerns about love or capabilities in something, or feeling, that if a lot of people are on loops right now and they're doing strange things, like they're not careful of what they're ingesting. They're like before bed, they legit scroll. And I used to do this too on Insta or whatever for hours and hours and hours. So maybe a meditative practice, that calm station, listening to somebody read something, taking in information that fortifies that we can have this light, bright, pure energy around us, things that reiterate, things that make us feel calm and stable, because you do have this abundance coming. The universe is saying, you are using the law of attraction by focusing on what you want to bring to yourself, what's important to you, what has meaning. And by doing that, it's being made, it's being made 3D and it's occurring. And I love this abundance card too, if you look at it, because everybody's abundance is different. It doesn't quantify, for the most part, even as money for a lot of people. For some people, it's just stability, mental health. For me, I love well-being. I love that saying. I love that. It makes so much sense. And I was seeing this thing the other day about somebody saying, fighting aging, fighting this. She goes, I don't want to fight anything. I just want to have well-being, mental well-being, physical well-being. And I feel like that is your form of abundance, as well as, monetary abundance and things that make you feel secure. You're also just going to have that well-being where you're like that strong sense of self, like, oh, I don't need to bounce all over. I don't need to prove anything. I'm just going to be who I am and love myself and exist in that capacity. And I feel like you're just going to feel calmer and gentler. And that will improve your health and all those other things that come with it, because it reduces cortisol and all those problematic things that come with worry and concern. You're just going to feel, well-being, also protected energy, like nobody can touch you or bother you because you're happy and you're in the way you're conducting yourself and how you feel. You're not, you're not like, oh, what's going on over there? No compare and contrast. You just feel good in your whole balanced sense of well-being, which is great. That's everything, right? That well-being where like, hey, none of that touches me or phases me. So thank you so much, Justine. I'm so excited you're over here today.
Okay, we have the question from Velvet Cat.
Okay.
If I get to ask, I'd like to know, is my chronic pain caused by my mind, like the awakening, cleansing, and emotional healing I'm going through? The pain started last year, and doctors haven't helped.
Okay. Very interesting, because we have balance and acceptance. So what I'm hearing too, and this applies to myself and others, and I've noticed this about me. Firstly, pain is pain, right? But it is exasperated by concentrating on it or focusing on it, especially if it comes from like any kind of victim mentality, or now I can't do this because of that. And I used to do that if I had lower back or whatever. Oh, I can't do this. But I definitely feel like, first of all, you just have acceptance. Okay, I am uncomfortable. Now recognize that, because chronic pain is very tough because it's constant, right? But it's how we refocus and what we give our energy to, right? I am going to post something on Instagram I'd love for you to come see and explain some of this. This woman is an absolute genius, and she had all these ailments and illnesses and was, supposedly never going to heal or get better, and they thought it was MS, and she just became an amazing healer, and she started using just Reiki practices on herself and doing these very special things to get her chi flowing, because it's energy, right? And pain and illness is blockages in that energy, right? That's why we have all these, something is messed up and that's not aligned. So I feel like some of the practices, if you do deep breathing and you do some chants and you relax and do things that soothe that, because it's about flow and mindset. And again, well-being and feeling that, we can overcome anything. Because I feel that everything is temporary in this world. Nothing is forever. Things are temporary. So when our body, mind, physical self is out of alignment, it can become realigned, but it starts definitely with our mental. This is what I say to myself when I'm unwell in some capacity. I am healing on a cellular level, moment to moment. My health is improving. My well-being is improving. I feel good. And then I call on angels, ancestors, and divine to help me. And I breathe, and they give, through all kinds of signs and synchronicities, ideas on what to do. Like, it's really weird when I used to go to the supermarket and I would have some kind of inflammatory something. I'd want some kind of weird spice, like I would want cinnamon, I'd want this and that, and later I would go and study what the properties were this, and come to find out it would be the thing that was helpful for that inflammation or problem. Because a lot of pain can come from inflammation too. So look up that and see what you're attracted to. That's definitely what I'm hearing. See what herbs, spices, and holistic things that you're attracted to. That is also helpful, because that's part of the remedy, even a placebo of looking forward to feeling better, having gratitude for when you do feel better in moments of respite, you're mentally charged up for healing. So it's a big part of it, okay? So I definitely feel that you're in the realm of starting to cycle and spiral up towards healing, but a lot of it is mental. So stay supercharged for that, and have constant reminders and great inner dialogue for yourself to do that, okay? Thank you so much, because it is tough. It's a tough road.
This is a question from Nicole Sleef. Hi,
Hello,
thank you
Nicole.
for all the positive vibes. I want to know about my path for success and love.
Oh, okay. Path for success and love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let's see what's going back to creating.
Oh, my brother just said hello, happy Halloween.
Hi, Neil. Happy Halloween. How are you? Oh, Ian's brother is online. I'm so happy. Let's start with love, because you have the King of Wands right here. And I love this. So this is basically saying, this is a powerful leadership quality within this individual. Somebody who knows who they are and what they want and where they're going in life. But Wands is lovely because they're impassioned. It's a natural drive. And I feel like our passion and our drive derives direct from spirit. What gives us our creativity? What makes us excited about life? Because we want to be excited about life, right? Why do we get up in the morning? What do we reach for? And here's the bizarre thing. And I was studying some great doctors yesterday, and we're talking about, unfortunately, people, when they get up, the first thing that scrolls through their mind is concerns. I have to pay these bills. I have to drop this kid off at school. I gotta, right? And all of a sudden, the cortisol comes in, all of that, and then they're on a downward spiral of thinking of negativity. So people, I always find that the King and Queen of Wands is the opposite. They wake up and they reach for, what do I have gratitude for? What gets me going? What makes me happy? What can I achieve? How can I have change in my life that's going to help me kind of forfeit all the garbage and get rid of it? This individual is like that, and you're manifesting it. And here's some of your messages. You have creation. Oh, I love this. So let's start with creation. So this is, anything that we can create and bring into our life and to bring into our realm that is helpful and healing and has us understand why we do certain things, right? Like, what galvanizes us? Why do certain things interest us, and other things we just can't be bothered by, right? It's like understanding that. And also, let me just pull this. Look at this raven. Yes. Hello, magician. I love it. And how great is this on Halloween? This is saying that we really do have the propensity and the gift to bring anything into our life that we want. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, when I was running my special for the Halloween reads, I said, okay, you know what? I can take 7 people. Guess what showed up before midnight from the time I posted to that? 7 people for this specific thing. And a lot of people were saying, oh, I figured you had already booked out and this and that. And funnily enough, it was like exactly 7. So oftentimes, if we mention a number, if we mention a finish line, if we mention some kind of conclusion that we want to see, we write it down, we verbalize it, we set the intention, and we have focus and follow through, and it comes to us. So remember, you do have that power. We're not at the mercy of anything. What's happening in the world is not happening to us, it's happening around us. So we can decide to participate in it or not. I'll give you an example. One time, India, who now likes to be referred to, Joni, came out of a CVS and the door closed or something happened to the woman behind her, and the woman went nuts on her and started swearing at her. And Joni said something to the effect of, calm down, which, to me, I opt out. I do no verbals. When people get aggressive, the best thing is silence. You just give them that. And then they hear what they're saying and how they're behaving and whatever it elicits. But saying that is the magician card that's saying you always have the magic, you always have the power, because people that are off balance, they've lost their upper hand. They have lost their capacity to be in a state of mental well-being. So you're already ahead. So why argue with that? And I instantly have love and compassion for anybody that's off kilter, because there's something else in the picture. But by you recognizing the strength and talents that you have, you're going to manifest beautiful things into your life, and know that you have the capability to do that at any given moment. And you'll just, make your mindset, your well-being a priority, and you're going to be able to do this beautifully, which I love. And that's part of that beautiful, your King of Wands energy coming in, this uber powerful leader, loving, caring, authentic person, strong person, because that's what you want. That's what you're manifesting. So beautiful, beautiful energy. I love that for you. Yeah, go get them. A Rarzer. Yay, I'm excited. I love when that kind of energy comes through for people. Beautiful. Okay, Hans, what's up? We're going to stay hydrated.
We've got a yellow from Elizabeth G. Hello, I've not found a person to share my life with. Will I find someone? I have been praying for years to find someone, but I've not had any luck.
Hello, Elizabeth G. Thank you so much for coming. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, okay. So we got Seven of Wands and your Knight of Cups. You actually do, but I'm hearing a message of why the delay in what was happening. This is very interesting. So first of all, Gorilla, Seven of Wands. Wands is about passion, but when we get sevens aren't as conflicted as fives, but it's about defense. So I was reading this and I feel like I read, absorb, or see things for a reason. And some of these experts were talking about how if people have had a very hurtful, harmful, narcissistic, whatever relationship, if they've experienced that fear of finding that again or drawing that to them. Like, and people say it all the time, I attract losers, I attract this, and all this negative talk and all these negative feelings and things start to spiral and encompass what you don't want again and again, so people can be fearful. So there's this blockage there, they don't even know what is happening or why. And I feel that you have been hurt in the past, and that's kind of what happened. You created the Seven of Wands, which was like a defense system where other people read that energy, and it was kind of like, do not enter. But look at this, we have the Knight of Cups. I love this, and this is a love offer. This is a true love offer. This is a balanced, beautiful energy of somebody who is caring and sharing, and it's not, they're not. This is the one thing, that I study daily because it drives me nuts, and I have it too, and our lower ego vibration will always pop up, and it will tell us crazy things. It'll tell us falsehoods, and it'll tell us stories. It can be whatever. You don't have what it takes. You're whatever. You're getting older. You're getting this. You're getting that. Be careful. You're not athletic enough. It's always undermining us. But this is the opposite. This is saying, be empowered by who you are and where you're going continually. Equate it to if you were a teacher and somebody came into your class and they're like, how is your curriculum? You're not going to go, it's all right, I guess the kids like it. No, you have to sell yourself and who you are, of confidence in what you're doing and where you're going. That means being involved in things that you love and interest you anyway, right? Not pretending to be somebody you want, or pretending to love something because somebody else loves it. Being authentic. People love that energy. They feel it. They understand it. They know that. It's kind of like a pure energy, and it goes straight into that heart chakra, and there's understanding, and also the third eye chakra. People know that. And you're going to have that. You're going to be generating this true energy of, listen, this is what I'm looking for. I'm not settling for crumbs. I am not going to listen to my ego that tells me, you're out of the game, or anything. And I'm always telling people, remove yourself from any comparisons on IG, Facebook, whatever, with all these crazy filters and all these things. It's only part of the story. It's very illusory. It's very false. So it's like real life is someone you can walk your dog with in the park and, have your Ugg boots on and just be in awe at the greenery and the nature and all of that. And that's what I feel is coming for you. Somebody who's very grounded and earthy and solid and loves the little things and the simple pleasures and a great cup of coffee and conversation and all of that. And that's what you're ready for. Not all this facade and craziness that goes around in the world that is ego driven, the materialism, that matrix, work, project, blah, blah, blah. But just be and be in someone's company and adore them and have them adore you. And that is coming for you, and in the greatest way. Knight of Cups is beautiful. That's someone who is a heart-centered person and is, lets go of that ego and is for more of the soulful living, like an older soul. So I love that for you. Yeah, and you're deserving, you're ready. And we do have these long expanses. I have a lot of clients that have that, and it's kind of like a revival of, confidence in self and love and reestablishing that. So for sure. So get ready. Get your nails done.
We have a question from Nina K.
Nina.
What kind of connection is it that he and I have? Will it lead to a relationship? I love your crown.
Oh, thank you. This crazy thing, I bought it for Hagen, and then I was like, oh, you know what? That crown would be so good for like a crazy, like Bodicea queen. I was like, give me that crown, because I like when they go ahead and you can wrap your nutso hair around it. Okay, so we have Knight of Pentacles. So this is a grounded, solid, energy that you can definitely kind of like pin your hat to, where something takes place where it has bones. There is a recognition, reliable, and you see in this too, it says results. You get results by putting some effort in and letting it be known that there is interest, that there is care, that it can evolve. So I'm just hearing evolution. This is going to be very evolutionary. there, this expansion of the courtship. That's always so beautiful. Oftentimes we feel like, oh, well, let me prove to this person why I'm worthy of their love. Who cares? People are so busy proving themselves that it almost becomes a competition, right? Like, oh, I won this blue ribbon in second grade for drawing, or, I won the Olympics or the Nobel Prize or whatever. It's not about that. It's the energy that's exchanged and feeling comfortable and feeling vibrant and growth together, learning about each other. That's the whole fun aspect, right? It's not a competition of I've done this and do that. Again, letting go of ego. And I love that because we also, real pentacle, this, really beautiful, earthy, really great grounded earthy energy within this, because I love that the pig and the 10 of Pentacles, because it's working towards stability and a lot of people think that the Pentacles is all about like monetary reward, but it's really about how we see abundance in relationship, good communication. I see this as you guys communicating really well, establishing healthy and good boundaries, slowly unfurling, who you are and the mysteries of each other. That's the fun part. That's the beauty. You ever, for the first time, hear like a new boyfriend or girlfriend's true laugh when they're hysterical and they're laughing and tears are running down their face? That sort of magic that is evoked from firsts, right? The first kiss, the first hug, how they hug, how long they hug, what they smell like, whatever, like how they are in the morning, all of those things. And I feel like you guys are going to be able to experience all of that. And that's sort of where you're going to feel your sense of abundance, this connectivity, this love. And yeah, it's going places. 10 of Pentacles coming up, that is that spiraling up. So I love that. Yeah. So have just your authentic hat on, because start as you mean to go on. Just be who you are and don't make excuses. And also get those boundaries in play, because I feel like it is important when we really like somebody, we just want to give up the ghost and all the mystery and spend all the time together. But it's a beautiful courtship steps that are so nice, right? That are really nice. But identify, I'm hearing this too, identify what you really need and kind of want out of this. Some people, it's very, a lot of time together. It's a lot, for some people, it's independent. For someone, it's someone they can create and have a fun, light-hearted relationship. So really define what you want to, so you can work with that together. And sidebar note here, Matthew Boggs, Boggs, awesome YouTuber and male perspective relationship expert. So if you have any question about red flags and things going on, go see his videos. He has everything on everything. And I swear, this guy, he's stacked. He has information like you wouldn't believe. So check him out as well if you ever have a glitch, and you need to know. So congratulations. Yeah, things are going to elevate in a nice way. Yay. I need water.
It's a question from Michelle Coffin.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
Thank you for all you do. I know I'm supposed to be helping people, but just not sure where I will make the most impact.
Okay, so let's see what's going on with that. Oh, very interesting. So we have both the path and resistance, which I love. So with that, and I'm going to pull a clarifier as I'm right here. I kind of want to see what's going on with this. Yes. The Hermit. So how I definitely feel you're going to be able to do that is to be what I call combat ready. And how we're doing that is we step away from kind of the far, and maddening crowd. We step back from that. We have a pause and we reassess daily. I do this. Each day we get new ideas. We have new ways we want to exist, new ways we want to kind of have something be our touchstone, like what's important. Like each day I'll say, I need to spend this time with my animals. I'm rushing through, I'm grabbing my cards. I have, all these appointments and stuff, and my animals are looking at me like, lady, where you going? Remember us? And it's that thing. We have to place import on what matters. And that's our mental health and our focus. So what you focus on. But this is also educating yourself and sharing that education with people verbally. It could be a vlog or a blog experiences, because a lot of people think, oh, well, what I've had done or experience is of no import or interest to people. Everybody has a story that touches somebody else in some degree, way, shape, or form. It does. It can be just the way people relate. Like for a lot of people, they come on, they say, sometimes I don't even know what you're saying, but I like to listen to your voice. Your tone of your voice makes me feel very comfortable and calm. So just hearing that for me is so lovely. So you'll never know what is your touchstone for other people because it may be different for other people. But whatever it is, it's going to help them. I feel like you have stories when you have this resistance, things that maybe have held you back in the past, whether you had issues, whatever it is, sharing those issues. That's very helpful. And it carves a path out for other people. Because some people make all of a sudden just assumptions about somebody else. You know, they see them and they think, oh, they have it easy, or they have this and that. They could have a ton of mental health issues within their family or themselves. They could have a whole bunch of things. So when we share with one another, we realize that with the kind of deeper we dig, the more we are all familiar with each other. You know, we really are. Everybody has a crazy relative that, you know, we really just have to deal with. They can be irrational or whatever. And then we have people, I don't like to word, like crazy silly, not crazy mentally ill. We all have somebody usually within our family that can be special needs. I had a brother, Todd, that was special needs. All of these little issues that come in and or whatever comes in. So sharing your story, I feel like you're able to help people with that. Big thing I'm hearing, number one for you, is that you're going to be a fantastic active listener through practicing, where you're really hearing what people say. And oftentimes all people want to do, and it's very important, is be heard. There's nothing that is sadder to somebody than to feel invisible. So when somebody feels truly heard and listened to, it's not necessarily that they need advice or anything else. It's they got to express and they had a willing ear to listen. So that is something I'm truly hearing for you, that your capacity to listen and to care is going to be very helpful for people for sure. So blessings on that. And it really is hard to do because our little minds are always ticking away like, oh, what do I have for dinner? Oh, you know, like our minds do that. And I actually will create a something each day. It's physical to pull myself back in. Sometimes it's like a ring thing. And sometimes it's just a little physical thing like that to go, come back to the present and listen. If you're, you know, if you're a child, your husband, somebody's talking to you, listen. You know, that. And I feel like you're going to be fantastic at that. It's going to be very helpful for people to feel like they got to express to a safe place and a safe space for sure. So I love that. So thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm just doing a quick check on something.
You got a hello from Ezra.
Hi, Ezra. How are you? Are you on an airplane? What's going on?
And we have a question from Persephone. Hello. How are you doing? I have started trying to find my path through deity work and was wondering if I'm on the right path.
Hello. Oh, I love that. You know what? A lot of people are really going down this path. They are finding solace, grounding in all of this. And it can be anything on any level of esoteric teaching. And again, it's what we're ingesting, right? What we're ingesting in here and in our heart. And that's why I don't watch the news and I don't watch crazy stuff. On occasion, I'll watch something so I can like tune out and experience something funny. Like I love stand-up comedy, but I don't... you know, it just what we're ingesting is very important. Ooh, so look at this. Yeah, I love this. So first of all, assessing. So you're in a place of assessing right now. What is meaningful? What's important to you? And that is everything. You know, that is everything to say, why did something matter so majorly in my immediate past or my long-term past where it's really just so trivial or meaningless? Because we're reassessing what has meaning and what matters and what propels us forward in a good way, right? Oftentimes, I want to just pull one of these too. Oftentimes we get stuck in a loop and we stay in our comfort zone, but we're not learning and we're not growing. But I feel like you're going to be in this great stage of growth. Yeah, look at this Queen of Swords. Definitely this is going to be helpful to you. This is higher learning. This is having sovereignty over your life. This is deciding, you know, I am not going to be swayed. And there's so many different powers of persuasion out there, right? Religious, spiritual, excellent, charming, like speakers, things like that. So it's like where in our logic and heart base connected does it all make sense to us? And I feel like you're going to be really great at discerning that, and you're going to be able to pick up all those like golden nuggets along the way that bring your life higher meaning, bring you to a higher enlightened stage, all of that, you know, because it's important that we try to grow. The comfort zone is really the death of creativity and more enlightenment and all of this. So I feel like, you know, this is the profound transformation. I mean, it's right there. It's right there on the card, profound transformation. This is going to help you because it's the old Rumi adage too of what we are seeking is also seeking us. So if we're seeking enlightenment and understanding and being in a purified heart space, it's going to come to you as well. And so blessings on that and keep it up. Everything, search and seek and write down. I would like to know the answers to this and the meaning of that. all of that too, you know. And the more you do that and you focus, you have intention and follow through and study and listen, the signs will be there for you. Our angels and ancestors love nothing more than to bring us accurate signs and information on that too, how we can kind of level up in every single way, because it's all lightness, it's all understanding, and it promotes well-being for the planet and people around, and that's what you're part of right now. So congratulations. Yeah, it's that I can, I will, let's envision and go for it energy. So beautiful. I love that for you. Yay. I love when people seek out that kind of strange new worlds, right? Yeah.
We have a question from Susan Kuhn. What
Hi,
is the
Susan.
best way to stop resisting change?
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
Susan.
and Ezra says she's just arrived in England and to a month-long lockdown.
Yay! Well, we're going to be doing lots of talkies, right? Oh, congratulations! I'm happy that you're arriving in England and you've got that. Okay, hon, can you just reiterate that second part? Resisting change. How can she stop resisting change?
That was only actually one part. What is the best way to stop resisting change?
Okay, so personal power, and look, you've got the unexpected. Derive power from the unexpected, because change is where we learn and grow. So let's equate that to our comfort zone, right? What if we do what we did, we'll get what we got. There's no newness, there's no surprise, there's no elixir of life or interest or yay, that's great. But we get our power from being fearless of getting out of that loop and saying, you know what? I want to go into an area that's unexpected. Start with little things, and I do this as well. It's like if you have all these products that you've always used and used and used, and you want to try something, buy a new product, try that new shampoo, whatever. Drive home a different way. What we have to do is rewire our brains, you know. And Dr. Joe Dispenza, I love him. I'm such an accolade of his, because I'm like, I love him. Because his whole premise is we are hardwired to behave a certain way, right? From years 1 to 7, we are taught certain things and told certain things about ourselves that we choose to believe because adults tell us this. However, sometimes it's very fear-based. Don't climb that tree, you'll break your arm. So people have fears of heights. People have all these fears that are integrated in us because of that. We derive this fear and these misconceptions through tutorials when we're young, and we don't ask, you know. When we're 4, we're not like, are you sure? You know. So this is you taking back your power and deciding, I'm the one that decides that, you know, I'm going to take that mountain and bring it down into a molehill. I mean, I've done crazy things by saying yes and then learning as I go. I love doing that. I remember, I don't even think I was 20 when I got connected with these people through what happened in Tiananmen Square, and asked me to come and be part of this big thing in Washington, this march. And I remember being 19 and having Pepsi on the phone and trying to get thousands of cases of soda for all the marchers. And I ended up sitting next to the governor and his wife and talking about kids. And it's just because I said yes. They said, could you come because you're good at organizing people, and, you know, these are students and they might need, just to be kind of organized in a certain way and be excited about this and have these premises explained to them. And I was like, yeah. And then I remember just being on the way, reading about everything that was going up and how many different organizations were going to be there. So say yes to things and then learn as you go, because that's the number one thing when we say yes to life. We say yes to new things, experience things in a new way, whatever it is. Go in a new store, but you need to break your patterns. That's the biggest thing. I need to break patterns. My first pattern used to be, I want to go to the store and get something as a reward. What about all the hassle of all the people in the store and how that takes your energy? No, thanks. I'll buy online. I'll go for a walk in nature instead. So ask yourself continually, what is the next best thing I can do for myself? What is the next best thing that's going to make me feel really good about where I'm going and what I'm doing, okay? And you'll start to align with that energy and move in that direction. I promise you. I had to do that. We all need to kind of reconfigure, where we're going and get out of that loop and that mindset. But the comfort zone, death of all creativity, death of all new insights, because we've already done it, so we already know it. Say, don't I want to know new things? Hell yeah, let me go try this. Yeah, and just know, take away the judgment and what you think are all eyes on you doing this. People are so involved in their own lives, they're really not paying attention to either the later success or whatever, but it's like 1/10 of what you think they're paying attention. So people aren't judging or gauging. Just go for it. If it feels good and you feel directed to do that, follow the signs in your intuition and do it. Yeah, growth. It's really important. We make our lives small sometimes when they should be big, right? Big experiences for sure. Okay.
We got a question from Ezra.
Hi, Ezra.
Love your costume.
Thank you.
Any messages regarding career and love? How to be shed a definition others have given us through the years.
Yes, yes. Okay, career and love. How are you? So you guys, Ezra is this beauty that has been with me almost from the beginning, and I absolutely adore her. And brave, that girl is back out finishing up her PhD on a plane to England. Coming out of, and then has to go into quarantine, and just navigating life like anything. I always see her kind of like Carrie, like Sex in the City, like, oh my God, the crazy dates and the men and all of that stuff that you're like, oh no, ooh. So let's start, with your career, and I like this Nine of Pentacles. So this is just, I feel like opportunities flowing to you, but let's get back to the question of how to break that mold that other people want to fit us in, and break that trajectory that other people have for us on our life path. We have to know intrinsically that we are what we think we are, and we can go where we think we can go. So you all always have had a seat at the table. I mean, with the big boys, with everybody, with the big brands, with the big thinkers and the intellects. You've always had that seat at the table. You just have to give yourself permission, because you have been, and at times will be again, in environments that aren't conducive for high self-esteem. People like you to go so high, but only so high. But when all of a sudden it's like, whoa, look at the brilliance and look at the light on that. Is that going to make me seem dimmer? They bring out the hammers to try to hit that nail that's sticking out the furthest. So just remind yourself, it doesn't matter. Everybody gets How boring would it be if there was one star in the sky? Wouldn't be that bright, right? Everybody has their times to shine. So remind yourself this. And I love that you have a white peacock, because I feel like you are. You're, that beautiful, rare individual that is independence. And this is expansive thinking. That's how you get out of that mold of how other people try to fit you in. When we are around anybody that is deprived of the fullest life they want to live, they sometimes try to make our lives be smaller, because they're filled with doubt and fear. So we just eradicate by that, going, that is them. That's what they have ingested and decided about themselves. That isn't me. It doesn't matter if it's a parent. It doesn't matter if it's a friend, whatever it is. This is when we have this vision of ourselves that we're going to be constantly expanding and finding what we need to thrive and derive pleasure from life. And you have the aptitude. Again, I am capable, I can, I will, and I am doing this. It's as simple as this. If there's something I really want to do, like I remember when Ian said, do you want to go to England? And then all of a sudden I started picturing all these places that I loved there in the green. And I was like, then my brain said, we are doing this. And we legit got the tickets and all that stuff that day. So it's funny that you're in England right now. So let's see what else is coming. Oh, Page of Cups. So you will be getting messages. And I feel too, just through personal talks with you, that there is an attraction factor for quite a few people that are coming in your direction. But again, you have to be very discerning, because again, I find you personally so gorgeous and filled with life and so giving and all of that, that can be a magnet. It can be a magnet for all types. But I love that you have the Page of Cups, because this is, this is, even though it's not like a Knight of Cups where it's like, boom, right, knock you off your feet. You are going to have several offers of people that the power of suggestion, oh, let's go for a coffee. Let's go do this and do that. And I feel like how you're going to thrive is to be able to say yes for people that you're comfortable with and get to know them, and be strong in yourself, and never feel that, I know in your field too, when you get to higher academics and you have other people around there, it gets very competitive. I remember when my friend, I'd go to events with him, and he got his PhD in physics. The whole conversation was, well, I wrote this paper and I'm published, and I wrote this and I wrote that. And it was this big competitive thing. And I was like, I opt out of that entirely. I just go sit down and watch it. But it looks like a freak show. So remember to opt out of the competitive field. And some people with the divine male aspect, always, they want to prove, they want to prove, look what I can bring home, be, and acquire and achieve, right? It's that sort of thing. So yeah, we have all of that, and we should always be proud, but there is, there should also be a humbleness to life. But you're going to be really good at understanding what energies are good and helpful for you, Ezra, and be able to just cast others around. But yeah, I see lots of attraction and magnetic energy around you, but you being able to focus on what you need and what you need to do, and be very discerning in who you allow in your space, which is smart. So I'm also so happy you're in England, and I'll talk to you later today too, to see how everything's going for you. So love and light to you, and be well and get some rest. It's exciting. International travel time.
There's a question from Lizzie Ryder. I love this. Thank you. I'm trying to fully embrace my truth. I'm now seeing many opportunities, feeling overwhelmed. Which door is the correct path?
Okay. Hi, Lizzie. How are you? So let's see. Ooh, King of Cups. So, yeah. Right away, with this, I'm feeling you're going to have clarity on this. And it's going to, it's going to come to your natural state of understanding what is best for you. But what I'm hearing too, and I often do for myself, if there's lots of choices and it feels overwhelming, I make a list and I just write down the pros and cons. This works for me. It can be anything. Say, travel to the Midwest. Pros, beautiful scenery, so on and so forth. Cons, COVID problems, masks, all of this things. And you do that, and whatever has the most pros to it and feels good, because what happens is we get a kind of twitch and a kind of hit when something works for us or is going to work for us, or we're excited about it, right? Like it's energetically, it's working for us. So write that down. Constantly be writing, I'm thinking of this, and how do you feel? Does your stomach get tight? Do you get excited? Do you lean into it? And there's a lot of really cool practices that say, stand upright and say something aloud to yourself, like go to the Midwest. If it's something that's good for you, your body will start to naturally lean towards it. If it isn't, your body will lean back. It's the same thing with other people that have negative energy. We're repelled by it. So read your energy, but also be grounded. So this is a thing to stay solid in, very good digestion through smart choices of food, lots of hydration, all of that, because we need the physical and mental and all of that to be grounded and feel good, and identify what you need. Ask yourself, what do I want and what do I need out of this time or attention I would allocate to this thing? What do I expect to happen, want to happen, and why would I go in that direction? And then the pros and cons. It'll start to make sense to you. Our words, especially on paper and aloud, have an energy, and they carry that. And then commit. And don't be afraid to commit to one thing and then you can drop it later, because it's the indecisiveness that is the killer, and it's the indecisive prevaricating, going back and forth, that it's exhausting. You ever do that fear of missing out, and it's like the menu is too full and you choose something and then you regret it right away because you think there's something better. Confidence, courage, and strength to make a choice. Feel it out. If it doesn't work, then go on to something else. Yeah, decisiveness is going to be the key to you, and just go, yeah, I'm just going to try it. I'm not going to think myself to pieces here. Yeah, and it's hard to do, but once you do it, just go commit and go, commit and go. Because all else fails, you get to experience something new, right? Everything doesn't have to be spectacular, glowing, and a win in our world. That's something we have to remember, for sure. We get just experience things, and that's the nice part of it as well. So thank you so much for coming. I'm really excited. I'm glad you love us. I love going live so much, and it's a rare treat where Ian can help, and especially Halloween. I was like, hell no, I'm not missing out on this. The energy is really great. And one thing, you guys, I want you to know tonight too, it's like release. I would love for you to write down maybe 5 things you want to release. It could be impulsiveness, it could be overspending, it could be self-doubt, whatever it is. Write it down, bury that, burn it, whatever, but release it. It's such a great energy. The veil is so thin. The universe is listening. Everything is in place for this, for good things to happen, for sure. Okay, Ian, what else is going on?
To answer Ezra's next question, it will be uploaded later. It will be available offline. She's having internet issues. And this is a question from Ona Chi. Wondering if I'm close to achieving my career goals. I keep going back and forth between art and writing. Don't know which to spend my energy on.
Okay, hello, Ona, how are you? So let's see what's going on with art. Okay, so we have the devil. So what this says to me is be careful not to get fixated on things. The devil card to me, when it comes to anything, especially if it's created, is being fixated on what's wrong with it. It's almost like an addictive compulsion to go back and fix something, where it should be, anything that is creative is a divine flow right to source. So this is maybe judging yourself harshly. So I feel like that might give you problems with your art. Artists always second guess themselves, whatever they're doing. I remember too, for my quality control, when I started my jewelry, I would remake a piece and be like, what kind of distribution is in this weight? Does it pinch? Does it do this and that? Drive myself bonkers. And I would pick what I didn't like about it, like right away. We always are being so very harsh and critical on our own work. So if you find that taking place, I definitely hear take a break from the art. But I feel, and this is going to help me out with this. I gotta get my magnifying glass. There's small print, and I didn't want to wear my glasses. I had so much going on that I was like, I just can't have that going on. Okay, so we have Eight of Pentacles, which is about quality, craftsmanship, and mastery in writing. So I left writing for the secondary. So what I feel like, if you really want to give your focus, because you feel like it might be too much to coordinate both, is focus on it. Now, what that means to me, and this doesn't have to be utter devotion and disregarding the other, but spend a time where it is the one thing that is your focus and you're utterly devoted to it. Because the Eight of Pentacles is about growth and achievement in that area. And I feel like you're going to derive a lot of satisfaction from your writing through continued practice, because like anything, when we practice, we get better, right? We get to hone in on those skills. We get to remind ourselves what's going on. And another thing, when we get to incorporate artwork for just the joy of it, and we're not thinking of it in a retail sense or selling it or anybody seeing it, just for ourselves, that's when the best stuff comes up. When I decide, I'm going to make this piece for myself just because I love these colors, there's a flow, there's a joy, there's a lightness to it, and I create some of my best pieces that way, and then I love it so much I want to put it out there, And I am a weirdo that I only have to enjoy jewelry once or twice, and then I like other people to be able to. Especially with rings, like I'm crazy. Like I have my garnets and my citrines on, and you guys, these are all in my store. They're my favorite stones. I love them. Garnet is about power and empowerment, and citrine is abundance and joy. And that's the thing. I'll be making something, and I'll think, well, it's solely for me. I need to add to my collection or have it, and then all of a sudden, it's like, no, I need to, remake, get more supplies in, and create things for other people, because it's hard to recreate that perfect creative moment, right? Same thing with writing. You ever just come up with that word or phrase where you're like, wow, you're blown away by it, right? Like, wow, that is so effusive. That is darling of Darlingville, really have good inner dialogue for yourself and be proud of what you're doing. But I'm definitely feeling the vibe of concentrate on your writing, but have fun playtime with your art, and just be focused and practice new things and new ways of doing things. And with any creative endeavor, we have to remember to not take ourselves too seriously. And we can always, go back and correct little things. So it's the fun, it's the play that brings the magic a lot of times, though, right? It's that when you least expect it, or you're not trying that hard. It's like when you get your good ideas, when you're no longer pushing, it's going to come to you. I definitely feel that flow is going to come, and you're going to have that, that kind of Pulitzer moment where you're like, oh man, that's good stuff, and you're in the flow of it, right? And it always comes, there's ebbs and flows in any creative endeavor, and to just remember that, people aren't out there judging, and let go of judgment and harshness on yourself. You're going to have glimpses and ideas of what's going to help you most and inspire you, and you're going to go down that route, which is great too. So again, remember what you're ingesting from other people out there. See what the experts are doing and saying, and when you start, come from a place of centeredness and balance as well, because we don't want to ever have that sense of urgency. I have to make this, I have to make that, because you don't have to make anything. So beautiful energy. Yeah, I feel like you have that powerhouse, those powerhouse pages in you for sure. And and everything that is creative is that beautiful flow from the divine that it just helps us make things that weren't there before. And that's amazing, right? Like nobody had this hairdo but Boadicea when she was high on mushrooms in the forest. I came out, my son goes, oh, what now? I was like, it is what it is. I like things that are unique and crazy, and they land where they land. I don't have to fix them. It was like, I wanted to be like 3 different things, so I just combined them all, right? And you can do whatever you want and be whatever you want and write and say and feel when that kind of artistry has you in its loving arms, because I love creativity. If you guys saw my house, you'd be like, what? How did Ian not even just like fill up 50 dumpsters and like just drive away and live on his own? Like there are beads and just everything, cards and colors and paints and everything everywhere. It's just crowns. It's nuts. It's like, I'm so thankful I have someone like him that just doesn't mind all that much. So that is you. Yeah. I would love to too. If you'd like to come over to Instagram and send me, some of your prose and some of your writing, I would love to read it. I love reading anything and everything. Good for you. I'm excited for you. Good deal. Okay, Ian, what else is new?
That's a question from Becky. Hi, Melanie. I would like to know if I would be a successful tarot reader. It's a pretty simple question, but difficult for me. Thanks.
Hi, Becky. And it comes with time. Okay. So yes, look at this. You've got 2 things, it's so funny you're saying that. Look at the Hierophant. We all have intuition. We all have natural gifts. But you also have the Ten of Swords, which means you probably overthink it, right? You probably overcomplicate it or think it has to be this, top of the Moses on the burning bush moment. It isn't. There's so many things that make it originally and unique to each person. Okay, let's bring Tigra into this for a moment. I love I don't even know if it's just, Tigra Terra. I always want to say El Tigra. It is his natural joy and vivacity and love of people and his enthusiasm that just grasped me right away, and I loved it. So we all have a different style to it. But the one thing, and a reminder with this Ten of Swords, don't overthink anything. Don't be critical. Don't doubt and overthink things. Because my journey was very unique with it. I've always loved tarot. I've always been interested in it. And my mom used to have all these little interesting things she would do. But I could always intuit. I was an empath. I was alone a lot of the times because I needed it to reprogram and get away from other people because I knew it was like, I don't think like that. So this is what you can do. And I do feel like you're going to be excellent when you have this Hierophant card. This is saying your natural abilities and gifts to intuit are great anyway. Now, let's take example these cards. Here's how these are be very, very helpful for the beginner to try to do this, because right on the card there are signifiers, and I liked these for the images, and I didn't even realize that you had that extra accoutrement down at the bottom. So you have hints. Now as you do it, it starts to sink in. There's a feeling, the imagery just comes in. And for me personally, it is like as soon as somebody asks a question, it's like it's locked in this thing, and then I feel like a ticker tape. Clairaudience. So I hear things. It's almost like do 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 do. I hear, I see that it's going around the images, symbols, but it almost sounds like it just goes direct like that. Oftentimes I'll watch my videos. I don't remember a thing I said in my video, and I'm like, whoa, that's pretty crazy, or out there or whatever. And that's what it is. The intuition removes logic and criticism. It just talks. So say exactly what you feel. And ask something for yourself too, and see how quick it is. Test your intuition in different things. Who's going to be the next person to text you? What colors are they going to be wearing when you see them? So on and so forth. All of this, what cars are you going to see? Test this, because it's like any muscle. The more you use it, the more you build it, right? And then you'll have all these really interesting observations. You'll realize how nature helps you and grounds you. You'll realize how when you just come from a heart-centered place of trust and knowing things will arrive, there's not this push or this urgency. There's so many energies that prevail and help us with that. And I just feel like cards are one of the beautiful tools that help us connect to source and the divine. It's all about energy, messages, imagery, all of that. So when you flow with it, something you can do that can help you, let me give you an example, is oracle cards like this, and some of the most beautiful oracle cards are Colette Baron Reed's. And it's very simple. Like what this means to me is give everything time. Time is cyclical. It comes back. We're able to complete whatever we want when we're not racing time. We have to respect time as well. How do we spend our time? Ideas of that nature. Okay, so I feel like oracle cards will help you. But you're definitely, with that natural ability and that Hierophant card, you have what it takes, but let it be gradual and let it sink in, because this is no immediate gratification. When I started my journey doing this too on film, I spoke so quickly because I was trying to keep up with the messages. It sounded like another freaking language. So you will get in your groove and you'll get comfortable in the methods that you choose and your choice. And don't feel the urgency to speak very quickly. Pause and sit with the energy for a moment. That'll help you as well. But I definitely say stick with it, because it is a phenomenal resource and tool to connect to the divine in a really unique way. And it changed my life. It teaches me patience. It teaches me present moment awareness, which I used to not have. I was not very good at that. I'm mutable fire Sagittarius. I'm like, let's go do everything in 1 minute, please. Too much. And this helps us, let's ground and let's get with it. And it helps teach you about self-love and balance, and you'll start to channel messages for yourself that are helpful, and you can intuit those as well. Write things down, please. Try blank writing. What are the first words that come to your mind when you see a certain card, and practice that way? Invaluable tool. And it changes lives in a really in a unique and fabulous way. So definitely, and good things take time for sure. So allow yourself that time. So thanks for asking that. I love that kind of question. I love when people want to get involved in tarot and esoteric teachings and healing and crystals, because it's all a new kind of portal of understanding for sure. So beautiful. Thank you. All right, we'll do like 5 more minutes because I'm starting to feel my throat. So I want to reiterate a couple things here. So anybody that has an urgent question you really want it answered, once this is posted up, the feed will be under there and you can put your comment down there and I can answer through comments. So please do that. And anything else, Ian, why don't you shoot another question or two my way and then we'll close out. I want to add another thank you to patrons and you guys. I want to find your names on the list and thank you personally for coming and just see kind of what everybody's up to. Okay, so
And in the new Sparkers Inspiration channel, obviously, hopefully everyone's already over there.
Yes, thank you guys for coming over there. So if you're wondering where the daily pops of positivity and the new moon, full moon reads, all of those, a Sparkrist Inspiration, and the links are below the bigger videos on the main channel. It's a new channel, so I could just like quickly pop stuff up and it wouldn't matter if I had the links or whatever as I was inspired to also have your dailies on there and anything that you proposed as a suggestion as well. So it's a secondary channel. Thank you guys. I mean, there was like 200 plus that came over almost immediately. So thank you guys so much for that. So also if you have suggestions and you really have something you want to know about, just shoot me. It can be a DM or anything. And also I would love for you guys to come over to Instagram. I do daily posts and memes, tarot things, jewelry giveaways, all of that. I do some direct sales jewelry stuff. I do all kinds of fun things over there. But I also like to have chats with people on the DMs. And you hit me up on a DM. I'm answering your question for sure. I love to talk and get to know people through that as well. So yeah, and my patrons, thank you guys so much. It means the world to you and you awesome souls out there that go to my Amazon gift and you send me my cards because I actually put I put my blacklisted myself on buying myself any more decks because I have this problem. Once I start and I go on there, I want everything I've ever seen on the planet. So you guys, you have been going on my wish list and sending me things. Cheryl, thank you for the angel decks, all of that. And I've got to say this animal deck that I received from Aurora. Oh, wait, what came from Aurora the other day? I'm getting cross-referenced, but when anybody sends anything, I'm so overjoyed. Like I love little presents. So thank you guys for doing that and taking the time to do that. Oftentimes we'll make assumptions. Oh, they have everything they need or this and that. But it's like a wish list is a wish list. It's a surprise, and it's so lovely to have. And, you guys, it means the world to me and how thoughtful you are. And also patrons, I have your reads. Those will be out. I'll be either sending them, everything's uploaded and ready to go probably sometime this evening as well for you guys too. And if you wanted anything specific to just email me if you had any extra specifics on that. Yeah, it's such a great ride and it's amazing. I wake up every single day. I'm really excited. I'm excited about the cards I'm going to use, who I connect with, and, just love and support. We're all connected and we have to realize, sometimes it just takes that awesome person that just kind of backs us up and says, have a great day or something that can change our whole trajectory. We don't feel alone. We don't, or to waylay our fears. Like I was talking about active listening, that is huge. And the biggest thing that I've been taking away that I've learned in this process is just going through a series of experts and learning, and just gleaning their little sparks of wisdom that help. Like you guys, if you really want to understand how to implement change in your life, please go see Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dispenza. He is on YouTube. He's phenomenal. He is, I believe he's a brain, he's a brain researcher, but what he understands is the human psyche and how we can initiate change to benefit us in every way. That's pretty much it in a hot pocket, like how to do it. Let's change for the better. And it's about rewiring our brain in a way that is optimal for peace of mind, for better functioning. It removes fear, all of this. And I'm constantly jumping back to him because he is absolutely amazing. So I'd love for you guys to go check him out as well. So, okay, Ian, my voice is about to go, so let's do one or two. Yeah, let's do it.
You got Jovan Potter asked, any message for what is just outside my fingertip and what will help me reach it?
Okay, let's see. A lot of people sense that too, right? You have that sixth sense that something is coming. Ooh, so we got Queen of Pentacles. So this is kind of your, I have this funny vision of, Excalibur coming out of the stone. Like you are right there. You're right on the precipice of something good with this Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be your aha moment. It's going to be your breakthrough moment that brings you what you quantify as abundance to, it is that, Earth Mother. I love that. it's like you're re-accessing your noble self, your noble soul, where you have sovereignty over what you're doing and how you do things. And the fact that you're sensing is important because the universe, source, everything is always trying to guide us for our highest possible vibrational self. Because when we're high vibration, we attract all that high vibration, right? We feel and love all that's around us. We marvel at a sunset. We marvel at a full blue moon that's taking place tonight. Other people, everything about them. You ever have that one friend or family member that has something so unique and cute, and you just love it, and it's like you just watch them and you marvel at, like, look at that cool capacity they have to give or be generous or be silly or be funny or whatever. Like Hagen, I adore his laughter. Like when he finds something funny on the internet, he goes flat out crazy, like in laughter, and it's so loud and I can hear it. And laughter is contagious, so we have to remember that. So I'm hearing with this, if you keep on your highest vibration, boom, you're going to be there very soon. That Queen of Pentacles moment where you have that breakthrough and you know what works for you and why things are important to you. I'm constantly asking, why do I want to do that? Why do I want to go there? Why do I want to purchase that? Why do I want to connect with that person? And can I do this for myself? And if not, what does that person, place, or thing have that is going to solidify this idea of joy or whatever, right? I try to identify. And then, why do I equate? Like I equate the ocean with calm and peace. I pull my butt right up there and have my coffee whenever I'm feeling zapped, that sort of thing. Like go to things that nurture and give you growth, because that's going to feed this for you. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is about feeling grounded. When you feel grounded, that's when you're going to have these great ideas and these aha moments and these breakthroughs, because you are on the precipice of this, of creating what you conceive as abundance in all different forms. And, you know, your perception is going to be very sharp, and it's going to be just in there. And again, you have a seat at the table. You're ready to roll. You're ready for higher understanding and removing fears and doubts and any of the boundaries that might have been there before. So listen to definitely hearing, listen to your inner dialogue and the playback. And why not have it be, I can do this, I can have this, I can be this. Be in the flow of abundance, feel it, have gratitude for what is to come by experiencing it right now. Because again, that premise that we experience things first in our mind, right? Hey, I'm going to this party. Is this party going to blow? Is this party going to rock, right? In the prom, how many times did you do that? How am I going to look at my dress? How are other people going to do it? Am I going to dance? Whatever. We envision it. So we've already experienced it to some degree, and it's fun, right? So do that with whatever you want to do. Experience in a fun way, in a successful way. If you have to go on stage and have a speech, whatever it is, say you can. Like, here's an example. When Yale contacted me and wanted me to do this brain study, I was like, oh crap, I'm not getting in that machine. I'm claustrophobic. But when they said, are you claustrophobic? I said, no, because I wanted to participate. I was like, I'm in this to win this. Again, saying yes and learning as we go. So it was like one of those things, say yes, remove fear. Fear and phobia is exactly that. It's a mist. It's a tug of war with a ghost. These fears exist because they were implanted by other adults or ideas or society, the matrix, whatever. There should be a fearless existence. That's what moment-to-moment living is. That's what my cat's like going mental. That is what present moment awareness is. I love this. This tickles my fancy. I'm happy. I love this dried prune or whatever you're eating here. Like moment-to-moment, you taste everything. You use your five senses. You're alive, and that's what's going to help you. That signals everything. I hear this. I like this. I feel this. This is working. So be plugged in to all your senses, because that's going to help you in a big way. But yeah, you're right. It's there. It's like, it's that one fingertip away. So by being plugged in and asking questions to Spirit, send me whatever, that I'm on the right course, a dime, a feather, whatever. And it kind of initiates these positive goggles for you to look for what you love and need. You know, it's confidence, it's courage, it's strength, and you've got it, and you're well on your way. I love that so much. Yeah, you're ready. You know, your perception is going to be heightened as well. So love that. Okay, and my voice is about to go, but I want to personally thank you guys so much. I want to look at the feed so I can see. Like, I wanted to, right away, you know, to be able to. Becky, Aurora, you're amazing. Thank you guys so much. Jessica, you're wonderful. You guys, all your reads, I hope you're looking forward to. They're coming through tonight for you. I'm really excited. So they should be with you too. Right when I clock out here and we have a little something to eat, I'm jumping right on those, and they'll be with you probably around 8 or 9 tonight. All you people that ordered the special readings, thank you so much, because the energy is really just fantastic. So you guys are amazing. And thank you, Neil, for coming. Neil, my brother-in-law, and Ezra, I don't know if you were watching on the plane or what was going on.
His handle is Carlock.
Oh, Carlock. Carlock. So yeah, you guys, this is so fun. I mean, I love it because it's like having a bunch of people over in your living room. And, thank goodness for Ian, because I would be on, a couple of times a week if I could manage everything. And, gradually, I'm going to, just find ways and shortcuts to be able to do that, and, just maybe do shorter ones more often and to be able to connect. But this energy is fantastic. Use this energy to just plug in and be like, all right, what am I releasing? What doesn't work for me? Why do I have this fear and doubt? Why do I want this? What direction I've been going in that's a little seedy or whatever? Have I been acquiring too much, spending too much? What is excessive? And let's release. Because this is a time of simplification. And did I want to tell all of you guys this too? There's something taking place on November 12th. The way that the moons are conjuncting, I've been studying some astrology and listening to some experts. This blew my mind. There is a conjunction that hasn't happened in 4,000 years happening between Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter, the heavier, slower moving, but hugely impactful planets. And what this is a hard reset. So things are going to come to us with these. Oh, I don't like that. Why am I doing that? Why is my fridge filled with crap? Oh, why am I allowing this person to steal my energy and resources? Like boom, boom, boom. November 12th, this all comes together. Super impactful. And an answer to a lot of people saying, why have I felt sluggish, sad, or whatever? When Mars and Mercury are in retrograde, Mars is our power planet of let's do, let's go, let's get it, get it, get it. When that's in retrograde, we get tired. We lack of that zhuzh to push us forward. That is receding. So all these beautiful alignments of these planets, insane. It happened, 2000 BC and then 2000 AD, 4,000 years in between this. Super, super double door portal of what do I want and what don't I want. So you are going to be discarding like it is old Christmas paper, and like Amazon is coming in with full new trucks of good ideas and all of that. So get ready, make your lists and affirmations, because it's time to really shine and sparkle. And again, thank you guys so much for coming on, and have a great Samhain and Halloween, and be safe. And DM me over on Instagram at Sparkrist11 for anything. My Etsy store. Thank you guys so much for, not only supporting my jewelry, but then sending me pictures of you and your family wearing it and all the gifts. Christmas season's coming, you guys. If you want anything that you see in any of my designs or something that you see, I can replicate almost anything and change stones around. So have a look and be like, Mel, I love this lapis piece, but could I have it in citrine? I can do it, and I do it quickly. I do it within the week. It's not like I'm like, oh, it'd take 10 years to do this. So yeah, thank you guys for your love and support in that as well. So and just sometimes you guys, you drop these beautiful like little gifts at PayPal, and thank you. It's amazing. Your love and support is absolutely it means the world to me, because you guys are amazing, and you're growing and glowing and trying and aspiring to be your most powerful, innately grounded earthy selves, and that's what's important. Okay, Ian, anything forgotten?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay, you guys, happy Halloween, and love, love, love to you all. Mwah! And we'll be going live again in the next century, I promise-o. So this is Bonkers Bodicea out.